There he is, look.
Not exactly lying great either.
He's 240 over the water and he is going for it, and I am stood behind this tree here because I am scared. Morning, y'all. Now there's a few rain clouds about apparently. We're playing the Blue Monster today. Should be a lot of fun. There's a bit of wind, bit of rain. This course is going to win, isn't it? It's going to beat us up. Today I want to talk about how to make sure you hit the right club into green. So clubbing, how to get the most out of knowledge of your game. This is a part I think so many amateurs are weak on. Let's talk about why that might be. Right, we got there, Matt.
I got a wedge.
Great drive. Chuck it in there. Come on. Skank ball. Front right.
Oh, that's long, isn't it?
Bit of a skank ball. What was your yad as?
135.
135. So what's your wedge yad as normally?
Like 130.
Okay, so you went for a harder wedge there, or
Yeah,
white?
harder wedge, but like he said, don't go long.
Yeah. So you played for the
club,
shorter.
yeah. The shorter yardage, shorter stopping like yardage, basically.
Like it. Then just spinned it a bit.
Didn't catch it right, you know.
So for me, and this is such an obvious thing, but so many people don't do it, it's the gap testing. It's working out how far you hit each club, but you need to work out how far you hit it, when you're hitting it hard, when you're hitting it soft. You need almost 3 measurements with certainly your scoring clubs, and that's something you'll notice from us on these videos a lot. We've got that, you know, it's a hard wedge, it's a soft wedge, it's an, you know, it's an easy 7. We're going to be using those terms a lot. Where amateurs at home, it's much more right, it's this yardage, that's my 7. It can't be as black and white as that. You need to work out your longer ones, your medium ones, and your shorter ones.
Put that away, you. Put it away.
I feel slow-mo is needed. Can you do the camera, Ray, actually, so you can zoom in the splash? Hang on, Matt. What have we got?
Wedge.
Wind off the left, yeah, Matt. Bunker.
No other option.
That's
The fail was the shot.
It was.
Do you reckon my power's getting there?
it might puff up a bit into the wind, maybe. I
I
don't know.
think this is too much, but I do think power's not getting there.
Oh, don't cut too much.
Yeah, I reckon that's alright.
Yeah, pitching on, good shot.
So why don't people get gap tested, Matt, do you reckon?
Because I feel like they don't think their strike's consistent enough is the main thing for me.
Point, yeah, I agree.
What's the point? Will I hit one like that and then one like that? Oh, alright.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. And I've done gap testing, and sometimes, like lots of them, you have to just wait for the, like it's quite funny, let the plane just go over. You often get off to quite a good start and then it stalls at 7 iron.
Yeah.
You know, you have to wait for a strike which you want to really register. I think the other thing as well people say is like, because they, you know, you get the golfers who hit their 7 iron in lots of places.
Yeah.
Because they bunch up when they get to lower lofts, they'll go the same distance.
Yeah.
That's still equally as important point, that you should still go and get that 7 iron gap tested. Like how far does it go when I try and hit it low or high, and how far does it go when I hit it really hard and soft? That's still a crucial point, especially when you're not using all your clubs. You should almost do that more, and I think sometimes they use that as an excuse. Well, not an excuse, they think, oh, I shouldn't, it's for better players, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I've turned some lessons into gap tests.
Yeah.
Because I just think you're hitting it fine. Obviously, we could improve your
Make you learn more about your game.
your distance, and I do the one where I turn the quad off and we play, you know, they don't see anything, and I call numbers and see if they can get anywhere near them. Because
They're
if you
not
watch
normally very good at that.
No, they haven't got that vision.
Yeah.
Which I think more you'd be better if you could improve that vision.
Yeah.
And a good way of doing that as well, getting a net. You can get your hands on like go to anywhere where there's a quad, or use a pro who's got a GC2 and ask them to pay them to use it just to try and find some distances.
Yeah.
You don't even need them there. You can measure your strike, the distance gone, write it down on your club, on a bit of paper, whatever, and then go and play with those distances. Lofty. 50 degrees or something. Oh, that's not lifted in the air. That did not go higher than a person's ankle. some ideas I want you to think about when it comes to trying to improve your understanding of your clubbing. I tend to see two styles of players when it comes to clubbing. So, do you want to hit more clubs soft, or are you someone who wants to hit the right club to a little bit less hard? And obviously that situation can move, but I distinctly remember when I was younger, I always liked to hit more clubs soft. It was how I felt I could find target more. Let's see what the guys say. If you had to hit a number, like clubbing, would you rather go too much club and hit it soft, or would you rather you like to go the club to one less and hit it hard?
Yeah.
That's your pattern. Obviously it flips sometimes.
But I don't mind the feely ones, but I just feel more confident whacking it. I feel like I've got more face control basically whacking.
So if you had to hit a number with a club,
Yes.
would you rather hit that number to slightly less and hit it hard, or would you rather hit too much and hit a soft feely one?
Okay, personally, I struggle with soft feelies. So I'd pick the shorter club and try and whack it, basically.
Yeah, that's what matches.
Which I think can still lead to some pretty epically bad shots. So if I measured it over a long distance of time, there might not be a huge difference between the two, but my personal instinct would be straight away to pick that shorter club and try and whack it, basically.
So if you're someone who is one of those two players, and obviously you can move that idea around, as in you might find that with longer clubs you want to hit the kind of more club and hit it softer, and with short clubs, wedges, you might want to be flat out, those kind of ideas. You play what suits you the best. But often what I do with students, and I love doing it, and if you think about someone like Rory, if he actually had time to work, I would love to challenge him to see actually if he is better hitting more clubs softer, rather than just going with his panic, hitting everything hard because he's scared he's going to duff stuff. And that might be a case of having to move his shaper shot on those more clubs, softer ones in. But you're only going to know this if you know how far you hit each club and at what speed. And as I say, like in lots of videos, it's about understanding your patterns. So when you hit the softer ones, so more club hitting it softer, where is your miss, making sure you aim and move around for it. I honestly believe lots of students could make massive changes to their scoring, which in turn means to their handicap to their game, by understanding their clubbing, understanding if they're one of the two and with what lofts they're one of the two. And obviously there'll be times where it's your number and you just hit the shot and you take advantage of that, but lots of the time, and if you watch our videos, and that's why in this videos you hear clips of us talking about what club and how we're going to play it, it's generally to a distant shot rather than a club that does it. It's a club and then us doing something with that club. And I find with amateurs and lots watching down this lens, so often are working to a number with each club, that will give you gaps in your approach play and even off the tee. Post comments down below, let me know if that makes sense. This is one of those videos for me that it actually means a lot to me when I do this with students. Like I say, I see massive benefits and gains. It's just making people work on this kind of stuff rather than these perfect swing and all those kind of ideas is actually the bigger challenge than it is making them better. It's making them smarter about themselves. Thanks for watching. Can't wait for tomorrow. Going to be on the bear trap tomorrow, where today I felt like I did alright at the old Doral, and you'll see it coming in the new year. I do think the bear trap might kick me in the old gingangoolies a little bit. I'm going to bed, I'm tired, and I'll probably be up at 2 AM again. See you in the morning.
Yeah, well done. Standard. Beautifully.
Imagine if I had to pay for a 4 caddy.